Yo, what is up, everybody? So today we are Thunder Gaming on Clash. We are just playing Thunder good stuff, effectively. The evolution of Thunder Nexus. I mean, we don't have the ability to really play like Race to the Tops and stuff super well, but there's still a lot of stuff in Thunder that's powerful that makes just a good Thunder pile decent. So this is the deck we're playing today. Pretty straightforward if you know Thunder decks. We're playing couple outs of the stars. You could switch these out for tsunamis. I do like Altar though, just because of the synergies with Rabbit and Toxian and Zeus and some other Nexus shenanigans you could do. 3 Ambrosias, it's Ambrosia. Arcalith is just a very powerful house of a card, especially under like Mount Olympus. It comes like this giant 11 attacker that can just punch for tons of damage in the middle of the game. Rabbit at 3, it's Rabbit. You don't need justification, but beneficially so, we are also in Thunder, so we're buffing our Thunder deck significantly by playing Rabbit. It's an element. We can ascend it into an Arcalith, ascend it into Griffuse, Nexus to it, and then ascend it to a Voltempest. There's tons of stuff we can do with Rabbit just because it's also a Thunder card. 1 Earthquake. Now, I'm filming this after playing the games, and I will say, oops, with the Teratlus in the deck. There are 3 Teratlus. There should only be 2, but we have Earthquake because it's Earthquake. Fulgaris is a very powerful card if you kind of overlooked it. It is basically Thunder's version of Equalinx. You can disenchant 1 from your Zeus to destroy face downs. So most commonly your Zeus is your Nexus bank. So although this isn't Nexus, which there's pros and cons to Nexusing versus this disenchant to pop. And then you can also get a stat buff to this Fulgaris. So even though you're disenchanting from Zeus, you get Fulgaris to 5, which will get you over most things you want to get over and pop probably a shield or like maybe a tsunami. You're forcing your opponent to cast things or use things when they don't want to, or just get rid of a shield and then you can still attack with a 5 attacker. Additionally, if you blow up a back row, goes to 5, and then you can still disenchant from Zeus to get Fulgaris to an effective 8. Really significantly strong at just getting over lots of things. So Fulgaris Champion of Zeus, very powerful card, and slightly overlooked because the Champion of Zeus stuff didn't get tons of great synergy. Like, you have Zeus's Call, you have Ways to Search, a lot of them, but I think out of all the Champions of Zeus, Fulgaris is probably the best one. It just needs... We need a way to find Zeus more consistently, and this card goes crazy. 3 Gorgon's Gaze, 1 Griffuse because we are playing Voltempest. We're playing OG Voltempest Zeus shenanigans. You play Griffuse over your Rabbit, Nexus from Zeus to Griffuse, ascend into Voltempest, burn your opponent for 3, say gotta have it with a shield or Boombat or some way to get rid of Voltempest and Zeus at the same time. It's expensive to deal with the Voltempest, very powerful, so it's a good closer. 3 Jolton because there's a lot of stadiums on Clash right now. So being able to search our own stadiums and get rid of our opponents, Arachne's Lair, there's a lot of Atlantis Rise from the Depths, like Reanimator players going around because Glauby's a house right now in the Clash format. Like, pretty powerful card. So having access to our stadium significantly to buff our things to 6s and 4s and 5/5 on Titanic Strike, pretty powerful, as well as just removing our opponent's stadiums is very, very important in this like Clash meta. 2 Poison Tipped Arrows because we ran out of space. 3 Quackle. This could probably go down to 2 Quackle and like a 3rd Poison Tip or a 3rd Shield. But I like the 3rd Quackle. We have ways where if we're stalling a little bit, then going to like an Arcalith play, we don't mind stalling and like letting ourselves get hit a little bit. So the Quackles help with that. 2 Thunderstorms and 3 Titanic Strike Champions of Zeus. Now, a lot of people play like 2 Titanic Strike or 3 Titanic Strike and 1 Thunderstorm. I do like to have the double Thunderstorm because if you draw the 2nd Titanic Strike, which you don't mind drawing a 2nd Titanic Strike, the stats as a 4/4 are great. I do like to be able to at least extend my deck a little bit more, and then at worst, Thunderstorm becomes like a weird, funky bluff set. If you draw the Thunderstorm, playing Titanic Strike to get Thunderstorm feels bad. So I do like playing 2. Again, 3 Titanic Strikes, cards of just great stat body. 4/4 on a 1 cost. On Mount Olympus, it's a 5/5 is significant. There's a chunk of ways where you can just like get an extra speed on this. Now it's a 6/6. Like having equal attack and defense is pretty powerful, especially into like the current like galaxies and eddies and water stuff going on. 2 Toxian. This could potentially be 3 Toxians. Maybe you play trade Quack for Toxian. It's just a decent attacker. It's fine, and it has synergy with like Altar of the Stars and some of the side Nexus stuff you can do with the deck. 1 Voltempest as your finisher. Again, big house, burns things, big bird, burn big. There's an alliteration there, but Voltempest is very powerful. And 3 Zeus. Again, there's no way to search Zeus, and some of these things in the deck rely on Zeus, like Altar and Fulgaris, but ultimately, even with no Zeus searcher, you have a decent chance of opening your hand. If you open Rabbit and no Zeus, you're decent chance of finding a Zeus in the top 8 cards of your deck, or top 9 cards if you're going second. So it's not the end of the world. You can probably find Zeus pretty consistently, and I didn't really have too much trouble finding a Zeus. It's getting like your Zeus outed, getting a second Zeus is troublesome. But overall, I do like the deck. We're going to jump into the games, and I'll come at you with a wrap-up at the end. Oh, Helen! Alright, so I am playing my girlfriend, who's literally in the other room. Okay. Well, I did not expect her. I didn't realize you were playing. Well, she doesn't know what I'm playing. I don't know what she's playing, and Centarbra's not in the game yet, so I have no idea what deck she is playing. Astroblur? Could be anything. Could be anything. So I'm going to play Titanic Strike and Zeus here, get over the rabbit. Possibly pop a back row if she sets back row. And then go from there. I mean, back row to protect my stuff. Don't know what she's playing. One back row is fine. I can deal with that. Can't be too loud, otherwise she's going to be like... she's going to hear what I'm talking about. Another Titanic Strike is useful. Titanic Strike, Champion of Zeus. Then allow us to search our Thunderstorm up, pop the back row. And if it's shield, it's going to feel very good. If it's not shield, she could just chain it anyway. See. That auto cast is going to... Let's cast Thunderstorm with 4 Thunder Spirits. Gotta get used to the new UI. It is very nice, but I still gotta figure it out. See, what did we get? Shield never resolves. Player Zeus with probably... We're playing a pretty Zeus necessary deck. We'll run out with 3 and hope she can't Thunderstorm it ourselves. Set our Altar, we'll set our shield. Zeus the rabbit. We have no need for Mount Olympus right now. And punch. Still no idea what she's playing. I'm already at 13 spirits. I mean, I have all my spirits on board, but like, this deck does eat its own spirits very, very quickly. It's got good stats. Demeter. Okay. No equal links, no equal links, no equal links, no equal links, please. Equal links is that one of. Demeter on 3. Fair enough. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. I guess if it's equal links, not the end of the world, because then go Altar, off Zeus, next. Oh, yep. Alright, so if she goes to pop Zeus, we'll just pay everything off the Zeus and put equal links into defense. Equal links Nexus. And then I'm assuming she's going to try to hit Zeus here. Yep. Alright, so we'll just have to pay Zeus. We're going to lose a spirit in the process. Pay off Zeus. Nexus off of Zeus. Titanic Strike. Put equal links into defense so that she can't actually swing over my Titanic Strike next turn. Then I can play my other Titanic Strike, pop her Demeter, go even there, run over her equal links. Assuming she has no back row. Never mind. Well, I do have shield. I can let her burn through the Demeter with the shield, but I do need to get through this. So I guess go Titanic Strike, Thunderstorm the face down. If we drop Voltempest, it'd be hilarious too. Well, no, that really doesn't do much. Quackle's actually good for follow-up turn. So we're going to play our other Titanic Strike here, get our second Thunderstorm. That's why we play 2. Pop the face down. That's an attack. Sorry. No, I'm really not. She just said, "Come on," when I played second Titanic Strike. Oh man. It's okay. You can keep your Zeus or your Demeter. Sorry. All right. Hit that face down. Shield that never resolves. Tsunami would be pretty powerful here, actually. What was it? It was another shield. Shield never resolves. She's calling me rude. Alright, well, we go to the equal length punch for 2. We are pretty heavy on a spirit deficit, so we need to find a way to make that up sooner rather than later. It's gonna basically be on Quackles and Arcoliths and Ambrosias. This could be... Maybe she's playing an Ankylo Search deck. She's pretty big on Earth Nexus, which unfortunately a lot of the pieces for Earth Nexus, like Bloom, aren't in the game right now. Paying off Demeter. Okay. It does again put our spirit differential pretty wide. There's not a ton that she could play here single card wise that gets her through too much. Lots of Earth back, fair enough. Even if she plays Rabbit, I can re-enchant Titanic Strike and get over the Rabbit. 2 meters, oh no! Is your hand bad? I don't think you ever want to draw 2 Demeters this early on. You need something really good in your hand. Oh, it is the Ankylo Shock. This only ascends if it deals damage. How do I want to... Plus Earth, and then if it's Earth Enchanted and deals damage, so we can shield it. But then it just comes next turn and does the same thing. This is why you need Bloom with that card, so you can shenanigans. I need a really good draw here, though. That can get over the, I mean, I could have just re-enchant this Titanic Strike, and then it would force Crash no matter what. Well, let's just go for wide damage. I don't think so. She plays Ankylo Shock, gets over one of my dudes, can't ascend it, then I can run over it on my follow-up turn because Bloom doesn't exist yet. Unless she draws like a Shield or Tsunami, then I'd be in extreme danger because she could go ascend into Ankylo Surge and just run through everything. So it comes down to whatever her top deck is. I guess what my next top deck is. But we did get our Spirit deficit back. Alright, let's see what she draws. If it's Tsunami Ankylo Surge, or Tsunami Ankylo Shock, I'm in danger. Just given the back row. Well, that's back row. Play Shock. Oh, yeah, no, Shock because of Mount Olympus plus Demeter still gets over. Probably Toxion. But Titanic Strike is fine. I did try to take out my 2 Spirit Titanic Strike last turn. I think she just forgot to activate both Demeter. So 6 attack Ankylo Shock. It can't ascend, doesn't have Earth on it yet. Run that over, probably Toxion. Yep, makes sense. When this earth enchanted, deals damage, special send. Yep, can't send it yet. Oh-ho. Oh-ho-ho. We'll do this, so that I think that's game over. We'll send the Voltempest with everything on board. Allows us to burn for 3. Then we swing, and as long as this isn't a Gorgon's face down, I think we win here. You could pay for shield with Demeter and the 3 spirits left over, but then she's left with just an Ankylo shock in play, and no more spirits unless she draws an Ambrosia. Alright, is the Gorgons. Okay. That buys her return. She gets Earthquake, I lose. She draws Earthquake. She pops Voltempest. The Ankylo shock punches for damage, deals 2 damage. Ascent. If you draw Earthquake, I lose. So don't. Or Royal. Alright, it's not an Earthquake yet. If you drew Earthquake there, you could have just Earthquake my Voltempest, re-enchanted Ankylo shock, and won the game. Please don't draw Earthquake. You lose? Okay. Good game, love. Alright, moving on from playing my girlfriend. Alright. Rabbit, Jolton, Arglet, Toxin. This is an aggressive hand if I ever saw one. I will keep it. 'Cause I don't have back row, but I can get pretty aggro with this hand. Let's go for it. Rabbit defense. Looking for any back row. No back row. Titanic Strike, next best thing. I can pop their back row. I already have the Arcolith, so I do want to play Mount Olympus. They have Frost Leaves. What? They're probably going to play more Frost, and I'll lose the Rabbit. We'll see. We shall see. I mean, I don't mind them playing more Frosts, because that'll get me to Arcolith immediately. Alright, they're going to play their own Rabbit. Fair enough. They pay back row, I can go Titanic Strike, pop back row, get ready to hard ascend. Not sure. Sometimes you gotta think, like, what are they playing with their sleeves? You know, are they playing Frost? One back rows. One back row. Cool, we drew some. Alright, so we'll play Titanic Strike, see if it gets Gorgons. We'll run the Altar of Stars and Mountain in play, because I'm not too worried about losing Mountain since I have Jolton to run back another Mountain. We'll grab Thunderstorms, put Spirits in our Underworld for Arcolith, so we don't mind spending them right now. The auto is so useful, and at the same time, I keep trying to overcast. I'm so used to old UI, new UI is great. Here we go. We hit a Gorgons. Interesting. I guess they want me to lose Spirits. So are they playing a little bit more aggro than I think they are? Maybe they're playing Burn, and they're trying to just get me low on Spirits. We'll find out next time on Elestrals Z. Okay, so what do I do on the follow-up? Probably just play Toxion. Okay, they're gonna Royal. Probably get rid of Rabbit. Yeah. What else you got? What they pay Royal with? Thunder? Water Spirit for the Royal. Re-enchant Rabbit. They re-enchant. Okay. Fair enough. You know, if they don't play back row... Play Toxion, start burning. Okay, there's back row. 2 back row. I don't want to deal with this. Like, there's the world where I just go Arclith here, but I don't think I want to do that yet. So we'll play Toxion here, see if I can get them. If they play like a PTA or something here, like knock Toxion out, that's fine. Then I can just use my Altar and try to attack with the Titanic Strike. Okay. I don't hate that. So I can either... No, I can... Nexus to Toxion, burn for another one. Switch Rabbit to attack position. Crash. Or a Nexus to Titanic Strike. Gives me 2 attacks? Yeah, we're gonna have to do it that way. So we'll cast it with fire. We'll Nexus off our stadium. I really do want to Nexus Toxion and just burn for a bunch of damage here. I guess ultimately it's the same amount of damage. And we'll try running with Titanic Strike first. Battle. Shield? I wouldn't mind a shield. I'll just replay my Titanic Strike and pop up back row. Gorgon's Gaze. Alright. Still gonna get through this rabbit. We'll take 1 damage, but then they also have to pay out PTA. And having a 4/4 and play against nothing. Pretty decent. Oh, they don't have to pay out PTA because we're losing Toxion. That's fine though. Let's rabbit off board. They have a 5 attacker, that would be upsetting. Playing Water Thunder, so Galaxy, I guess we'll do it. Eddie doesn't. Most of the water stuff doesn't, they need a Galaxy. If they don't have a Galaxy, I'll just play Jolton. Get the big stats going. Alright, paying water to heal water. Water, thunder, okay. Could be their only thunder spirits. How many thunder spirits they use? 2. So if they're playing a water deck, they probably only run 2 thunder spirits for the rabbits. You're rising the rabbit? What are you gonna ascend into? Rabbit and attack position. They're definitely going for ascension play. Are they about to play like Sonicore? Oh. This is where they play the Galaxy. But then I get to Arclith them back. Nog. This... I'm so confused. You rose a rabbit back to then Nog. Why is rabbit... Oh, rabbit has to be in attack position from Rise. Right. Alright, well, I guess we'll just play Jolton and then his stadium. And that'll just get us over board. Part of me doesn't want to play the stadium yet. Because they're probably playing Reanimator with Rise from and Sluggle. So I want to wait to pop their Atlantis. So we're not going to use that right now. We will bluff set our Zeus though. It's not going to be super useful against the water matchup, especially when we can go Olympus Arclith if we fall behind. I'll go to battle. You will attempt for damage over the rabbit. Probably get tsunami'd. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, Champ Galaxy would be rough. That would allow the rabbit to get over stuff. Sluggle to get over. No, Sluggle wouldn't be able to get over stuff, but they'd still be able to clear board. Champ Galaxy. What else? I mean, if they're playing Water Reanimate, they have nothing to reanimate right now, so it's not too problematic. Oh, there's the Ascension. Okay, yep, Water Reanimator. So they're probably going to search Atlantis here. Or I guess if they have one or the other in their hand, they search the other one, and then they'll get the Sluggle back, heal up a bunch, run through one of my dudes. We'll grab Atlantis. Play Atlantis, revive Sluggle. And then I can follow up with my Mount Olympus into Arcolith. They know I have the Mount Olympus. They don't reanimate here, they're just going to lose their stadium for nothing. Okay, cool. That's fine. So we send Jolton, play Olympus, send Jolton, swing over Glauby, hopefully. So, place their stadium with our own. Now they did put Jolton at 5. I could just run Jolton over the Glauby, or into the Glauby, take 1 damage. Oh wait, I have Zeus face down. So we're going to play Rapt here instead. We're not going to show them the Arcolith this turn. We're going to just find back row, hopefully. ETA. Okay, so we definitely get over the Glauby now. That's actually really good to see. And what are the odds Jolton lives into next turn? Pretty decently high, actually. We'll take the Gryffuse. Cast the Zeus on 1 plus 2. Gives us a nice big Jolton. Jolton. I can't think of any 2-card combos that will deal 6 damage directly to me, unless they have exactly double eruption. Let them pay out the PTA. And the next turn, either Giant Arcolith turn or Gryffuse Ascension play. If they can't do anything to get out my Jolton, we go Gryffuse, Voltempest, probably win game. They can do something, we go Giant Arcolith, hopefully punch for a ton of damage. Win game. Because, yeah, if they play something defensive here, they definitely... Okay, they play Eddie. So now we just hope that they want to push for damage with the rabbit, otherwise I actually can't play the Arcolith here. That's a little awkward. Just a little awkward. I guess they can play around Arcolith. We will expend to draw here. Alright, that'll be pretty useful. I don't think I'm going to take 5 damage this turn. I won't cast Approach until I need it. They play a heal card, we'll just Gorgons it right away. Sending Rabbit. Ooh, they're out of Thunder, that's good to know. So they send Rabbit into Rabbit. I can Gorgons it so they can't heal. Whoops. Let the card actually come into play. Trigger Gorgons, pay with Earth. Stop them from getting anything extra. Hopefully only take 1 damage. With no back row, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Dang. Playing, okay, they are intentionally playing around Arcolith. That is good to know. But they can't play around Arcolith forever. Then our deck out. We'll play this Ambrosia. Get Thunder Thunder. Grab our 1 Water Spirit back, actually. Just in case if Tsunami plays. And then we just go over the rabbit. And see what they got. Now we have a shield. So that stops. It'll stop Globby plays, it'll stop everything but Kerberos, basically, if they want to drop like... Alright, ascending into Glaubby. Fine. They're going to Glaubby, they're going to grab an Atlantis to get over my Titana Strike. We're going to shield that for 3. Ascend into Arcolith, win game. Assuming... I mean, what could, if they reanimate, what, they only have, what, Sluggle and Eddie to reanimate? Yeah. So neither of those will get through. Eddie will with Atlantis if they have Rise from. Uh-oh. Okay, cool. Okay. Heals Achilles for 3. Play Arcolith. Win game. So they were very much right to play around the Arcolith. Yeah, so Arcolith has a little bug where it's like accidentally over enchants. It looks like it over enchants things when it doesn't. Alright, GG. Right. Game 3. Solid hand. We're just looking to get a Zeus off this rabbit. Playing Wind Sleeves, I'm going to expect to see some Sorlet Champ stuff going on here. There's our Zeus. I guess there's decent ways to find Zeus. Oh geez, this person is very high ranked. If they're playing Sorlet, they're going to play Hurricane. I'm going to feel really bad in a moment when they just blow me out with the giant Hurricane here. Okay, play Rabbit. Sure. And then we'll go Zeus, Fulguries, up, back row. We will PTA the Rabbit. Do I want to PTA Rabbit? I can attack over it in theory. No, we're just going to let them get the Rabbit. We'll save PTA for potential Sorlets. Which I'm speculating based on sleeves. We shall see, we shall see. Alright, Fulguries in attack position. See if they have a response. Play the Zeus. We'll set Zeus on 4. Since we also have Altar. We're gonna really overextend here and pray it doesn't bite us. See what they got. Never resolves! Shield never resolves. Just in case they're playing like Thunder or something, I'm not gonna put Rabbit in attack position. All right, let's do the Hurricane into a lose game. Another Rabbit. Do I want to PTA? We will PTA this Rabbit just in case. This will start letting us put some damage on because we put the Quackle into play too now. Heal back our spirits that we spent. Start punching for some damage. If they play any back row here, we can still try to pop back row with Fulguries and try to get a card advantage going. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? One face down and a dead rabbit. Alright, then we play Quackle attack position. Well, Fulguries to Fulguries first. See what they have. Disenchant. Top card. Probably a bluff set. Yep, bluff set Ambro. Interesting. Only played Rabbit so far. I wish I knew what they were playing, but we're just gonna play into potential Doom and Gloom with Arcolith. They have an Arcolith. They're spending some Solar Spirits, so maybe they're playing Windjin Plucky. Solar Spirits, Thunder Spirits. So we're gonna see a Kaufmel come out. Yep. Fine. Do we bounce Kaufmel and keep pushing for damage if they play no back row? Probably. Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to clear Kaufmel. We just bounce it for now, play more damage, go into altar plays, follow up. Or we just lose the Zeus here. Ooh, they're playing their own. Okay, if they spend Zeus on this, we will bounce the Kaufmel. Solar Thunder with Zeus. Only Zeus on 2. Fair enough. Shield. Pay for shield. Kaufmel bounces, they don't get the heal. I can swing back to put them to 8. They'll have a response. If Kaufmel Zeus was their best play, I'm not too concerned at the moment about the rest of their hand. The other option here, I guess, was going Rabbit, but I'm fine with this play right now. Just heal up. Don't get too crazy on back row in case they have Hurricane play. I'm less concerned that they have Hurricane now, especially if they go to 8 spirits. Like if they want to play Hurricane with 8 spirits left, I will be okay with that. And then I can Nexus to Zeus to get spirits back on Zeus so that Fulguries is live again. That's probably the better option than Rabbiting. If I play Rabbit and I see Zeus, I'm just gonna grab Zeus. So I think the better play would be to Nexus off a dude to Zeus. Put their guy in defense. That gives me the ability to activate Zeus and Fulguries in the same turn. Get back up with the Kaufmel, which they're trying to heal with. Alright, they're gonna play Ambro. See if they burned anything. So they burned Water, Wind, Okay, so they're playing Hurricane. They have to, like, but they're playing Hurricane, but they burnt their Wind Spirit. Maybe they're playing Voltempest Solar? Water Lunar, Water Luminate, Luminate. Curious if they just run the Caramel out again. Galaxy, that is fine. Switch everything. This is a card I don't mind losing like a Quackle to save Fulgaris here. Go Galaxy into Fulgaris. We'll go Altar. A1. This off Quackle to Zeus. Change position to Galaxy. Means we have to get over 5 Galaxy on our turn, which is not that problematic. Now we go Fulgaris effect. The Liars, another bluff set. Okay, well, we'll go Toxian. No, we'll go Reenchant Rabbit. Get the Gorgons. Go through the Galaxy. And put on the board. Alright. I don't hate this. We know they have a Pheromone in their hand. We know they're not doing well on their back row. They can still heal up a bit. Maybe Arcalith was the play, knowing they didn't have back row, because I've grabbed Arcalith and I have so much ways to ascend into it. I think I let them run this Calfmel Zeus into Fulgaris, play Toxian, Gorgons to Calfmel, so they don't heal, punch for more damage. We'll see what Calfmel wants to attack. More healing. Okay. Sure. We're so open. Yeah, we'll definitely. I think we'll let them kill the Fulgaris. So that way we can go Toxian, Gorgons, Calfmel. They don't get the heal. They burn for 1. They take a bunch of damage from my other guys. Like, I have the spirits to use compared to them. Another back row. That is scary. But they won't have the Zeus anymore to get over stuff. And the back row is anything. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll lose Fulgaris, it's fine. It's 1 spirit. We will go for the Gorgons play in our turn to just punch for a bunch of damage. Hopefully. We'll see. Actually, if this is a PTA, we then still get to play Mount Olympus here to get over. We have multiple ways to get over this Calfmel now with this Olympus. Actually, a really good draw. Alright, so we'll go Toxian attack step. Battle step. Can't do anything about this now. Hit the Calfmel with the Gorgons. They can't heal. They can't stop this attack anymore because we are in battle step. They go to 3. And this back row is not doing anything for them at the moment, it seems. There's the Earthquake Spirit's gone. I guess they could be running Arcalith, and that would be very scary in a moment. if they drew it. 'Cause they are playing some tempo stuff with the whale. Oh, I guess that's a GG. They just passed turn. And docked him for the win. Rank means nothing. Alright, and we'll go to Gold 4. Alright, so that's gonna cap off the Thunder games for today. Alright, so overall, pretty solid. I mean, the deck did what the deck is trying to do. It's just playing Thunder good stuff and answering our opponent's cards as efficiently as possible. Like Fulgaris, just being able to go pop back row, protect Fulgaris, pop back row, force you to keep having these answers to try to get over just the Fulgaris while I'm building up another board was significantly powerful. I mean, there's a little bit of like, okay, Zeus, you're spending tons of spirits on Zeus, so Zeus is going to stick around as much. You need to risk more spirits on Zeus to play Fulgaris to its full potential. So if you run into someone who plays their Equalink or their Thunderstorms or P-Gust, yeah, Zeus feels more fragile. So the deck definitely feels a lot more fragile than it has in the past because we don't have ways to search Zeus with like Elechick anymore. But overall, the deck was fine. I mean, even just Mount Olympus into just good bodies. Titanic Strike is a good body. Fulgaris is a decent body under like Mount Olympus, etc. The deck did fine. Arclith is crazy. Maybe I cut the Griffuse. It never even came up in any of the games that I played, but overall the deck was fine. I enjoyed it. It did well. And that is Thunder for this week. I'll see you guys probably next week with another deck, or maybe at the end of this week. We'll have to see. I am still not home back from working. So these are all coming up when I'm not home and I'm working. So enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.